Today my story takes me back to 17th century England, in fact on the 10th of February 1698. On this date, John Bullard Sr. and his son John Bullard Jr. were millers working on their accounts at Leveringham Watermill, but were both murdered by their servant Jonas Snell. Snell brutalized and bloodied them with an axe and then hung their bodies upside down from a beam. Whether they were still alive at this point is not known, but the scene of the crime must have been covered in blood.
He returned a little before dusk and discovered to his shock, horror and dismay that the gibbet was empty. There were no chains, there was no remains of Jonas Snell, just the wooden frame of the gibbet before him. And as his eyes were fixated reading this plate, and as he was concentrating on this and thinking no doubt of the horrors which have taken place here, he felt a cold icy tap on his shoulder. And to his horror, he saw a skeletal face with a black hood standing in front of him. This was something that he had never experienced before in his life, and it was also during the day, which defied all rational thinking and explanation, and he too ran for his life, returning back to the cab of his vehicle and driving off, no doubt waiting to get home to a hot drink or perhaps something much stronger before telling his ghostly recollections of the events which happened earlier here that very day. And certainly from that time there have been a number of paranormal investigators who have dared to set foot into these woods, particularly during the evening, to carry out their own paranormal investigations. And apparently they too have experienced some of the manifestations which have been reported to occur here.